Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
All right, let's
All
see.
fun in technology and can't get my microphone to work. All that greatness.
All right.
Live show is starting.
All right, we are set on Instagram.
I'll pull that up so I get comments. There we go. Perfect. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be on Instagram. So, all right.
Okay, you might just have to talk a little louder.
Maybe.
Okay, that's good.
Well, if I'm pointed at the camera, that probably helps too, right? So, welcome one, welcome all. Back for another Wednesday. Back for another set in focus. Not obvious at all what's on the screen as to which one we're doing. I think it's actually a set that a lot of people are at least familiar with. Have seen it on EPAC, saw it physical. I think that the release on this was 2 years ago. Should have been 2023.
Yeah, I think so. I remember opening some of this at the Toronto Expo that year.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. That's kind of what I was thinking, though, is the timing on that. But it was the first in the Upper Deck line of Allegiance, a planned line of Upper Deck sets that would cover crossovers, events, comic book type activities like that. And we got 2 additional sets after this that were in the Marvel. And I kind of actually have some hopes that this would continue through with DC as they get fired up and ramped up into that. It would make a lot of sense to be able to do different events with that. Like I could see this being a flashback to Crisis on Infinite Earths, or
yeah, there's a lot of options for that.
Nightfall, things that kind of like would play pretty well with that. But it's one of the affordable lines. It's not going to get up to crazy price tags on the box price. But it still did have some hits. It still had serial numbered cards all the way up to 1 of 1s. And it had, I kind of think that this set was a little bit of a sleeper. That there was, attention didn't start off on it because it was comic source art. There was people that could poke fun at a couple of the card art selections. But then people really started kind of picking up and seeing the really high quality parallels, and EPAC presented 2 pieces to the puzzle that I think really picked it up. One was the achievements, had some good stuff in there. There was autograph cards, plates, and even an ability to get 6-panel sketches. Then also, and probably my favorite part of this, potentially your favorite part, would be the combines.
Mm-hmm.
They were done so well.
Yeah.
So today we can run through the details on the set, and then I have my binders here for if we want to see anything specific and individual, or I also have the singles that'll be added to the website shortly. The sets were, if anybody's looking for complete sets of this, we did put it up on the I Want More Comics website, and I will post up a link when we get to that part of the show about being able to get to and see exactly what's available for Allegiance. The base set, they were pretty low. I'm trying to say this appropriately because I get tongue tied on this and all this. I like the amount of frame that is there. Just that it's light. It's not obstructing. You can see a very standardized design to this. All of the base set cards are vertical cards like this that turn around, and the difference of the parallels will be your background and the foiling of the upper deck on it. This base set is focused on different characters and different points in the story. It turns around and kind of tells you almost the full tale of the Avengers versus X-Men. The basics of the comic book story were that X-Men had just gone through everything with the No More Mutants had become, the first mutant back was Hope. Hope had done her time travel adventures and now had come back to present time with Cable, and we were at Utopia for the X-Men. So you'll see Namor as part of the X-Men in this storyline here and the Phoenix was going to come back. Phoenix Force was coming. Everybody knew it was coming. Mutants were speculating that it was their saving grace. Avengers were concerned. And,
as you probably would be.
Well, and you get into a lot. The fun about the story is again, if you got two superhero groups that are going to go head to head, you have reasons to have faith in both of them, right? You can empathize with the X-Men being picked on. You can turn around and understand the concern from that side. Derp, I'm with you. I love this, and that the holograms are a big part of this. I do have examples, and I have my full set of those here to kind of showcase off. As you can see here, I listed out everything that was available. That started off with the base cards into the rainbow versions. There were 3 different classes of rainbow with base red and blue. Then they got into all the serial number cards, and they went all the way down to a 1 of 1. One of the things I want to point out there is that you have the X-Men blue and yellow at 63 and the Avengers red and blue at 12. Numbers were chosen for significant ideas there. 63 is 1963, first appearance of the X-Men. 12 for Avengers was the 12 parts of the main run of the series. And then 2 levels of EPAC combines, and plate sets for the base cards were available only as an achievement, and you got the whole set at once. I do have slides at the end for all of the achievement, the EPAC stuff, so that we can turn around and take care of that. Yeah, Namor having the Phoenix Force. Yeah, it got really strange when Phoenix got here because Phoenix split between the 5. This was my example of what all those base parallels looked like. They actually this was the area that I think people didn't understand right up front. You didn't see the quality of the foiling. You didn't see how different all of these things are. I'll tell you what, even on screen, red and orange look very, very similar. They don't in real life.
No, they really don't.
Yeah, I have other examples that we'll be able to the live examples that'll show it off a little bit there. But the way that foiling scans, sometimes you just don't get to see all the details. So I try to do a better job than the quick draw EPAC scanners. But some of that there, like the that red and blue I had, and the blue and yellow, those are actually EPAC scans for that. So that's maybe why they look a little bit duller.
Yeah, you have those in hand that we can look at?
I do have 63s. I don't have a 12.
I don't have a 12. I have some 63s, but they look really nice in person.
They've got a really good presentation to them. And then let's talk about, I think that this was done so spectacular, and the barrier to get these was really not that bad. And it reflects in today's pricing. They're not crazy. There's only 1 or 2 of the golds that have really seen a huge price increase based upon the character on them. But if you were buying on EPAC, you would get just digital base. The base cards were not able to be sent home. That's pretty standard on Upper Decks EPAC. But what they do is they allow you to combine them and get to a version that's not available in packs. So 5 digital base got you to black and white. 10 of the black and white would get you to gold Arum. And I had to look that up because I was like, I know that word seems cool, right? And all this. And I had to look it up. It is Latin for the word gold.
I know Billy Celio was in Instagram for a second. I don't know if he's still there. He probably went to get pizza for lunch. But I think that they were just naming things after the foiling, like from the manufacturer of the type of technology on the card.
I think it's slightly funny that it's gold, but I forgive any of that for the quality as how the card came out.
They're beautiful. This is one of those combined sets where initially I was like, oh wow, black and white, that's so great. That's kind of lazy. And then so I kind of ignored the gold because I was just like, okay, black and white. But then I got some sent home, and the more I looked at them, the more it really grew on me. They really look nice.
There's Billy. He had wings for lunch.
All right, Billy, am I right? Are you guys on some of these? You guys just go with what the name of the foiling is?
Yeah, gold Arum was named because of the foiling. That's our question for the knowledgeable in the.
Oh my gosh! Wait, he's at work today. We could tag you in, Billy. He's got good internet.
Join up and share on this one.
Right, Derp, you're right. Some of the Moon Knight, there were some really standout cards in this set.
There's really great stuff. I have absolute full sets here, including full set of gold iron that would be easy to kind of look through. So we can get to that. The next piece inside of it was a chapter set. Chapters were similar panels, similar lineup to what the main set was, but these were horizontal presentation. They were a little bit more focused on what issue was the action happening in. Billy doesn't know exactly why Arum was added, but it's okay. We're just gonna say it's a cool word and that it fits because of that.
So everyone try to use that in a sentence this week.
Yeah, call somebody an Arum star, for doing a good job. But the base set of chapters was 1 per pack. There is no card 61. For whatever reason, 61 did not get printed. It's not available in any iteration. That's why it's an 89 card set instead of a 90 card set. I haven't pushed, Upper Deck for a really good, but, most of the time when you see a card get pulled out of the middle, it's because of an art problem, a licensing problem, something that didn't get approved and, before the set was available. And so they couldn't, turn around and include it. But you won't find it on ePack. You won't find it in physical boxes. Don't worry about that card. Your set is complete without it.
That's interesting. I was also, so real quick on this, I was also a little bit confused because chapters does not have, they're just numbered. The base set has C in front of the number. So I was thinking maybe that was supposed to be the other way around.
And I think the only reason it's not is just the pack distribution, right? You get 3 of the C cards that were the base ones and all this, and you only got 1 chapter per thing. So it's that, but it's a fun way to do another parallel set without being a parallel at all, right? Because it's every one of them. Even if the art is very similar, it's cropped a little differently, and the content of the card is completely different. These being focused on exactly what was the moment. I find that the chapters inside the Allegiance sets are pretty easy to read the backs and get, the cliff notes of the story, and really kind of at a bigger detail level than you would just think about, the card summarizing story. So this chapters is common for the different Allegiance sets, and you could, like I said, you could just collect the chapter set, read that, and know what went on with the story and what this was. A lot of AVX was about battles. It was about this character versus that character. That was common theme. There were specific AVX battle books that were just what happened with the fight of Juggernaut and Spider-Man, things like that were in different areas there.
The things that I like about this set is that, similar to like Annual, it's kind of for those of us who appreciate the comic source, the story that it's coming from. And I think specifically this, even more so than Annual, like you were mentioning the back of these cards, it's a really good intro for anyone who isn't familiar with both.
Billy brings up that Arum made it into Artifact Hockey a year ago.
It did.
And Dirt points out that the fun of the Wolverine costume in this one, it's kind of like he's wearing a flight suit during this period of time, like he was trying out for like Air Force. Was a lot of fun with that.
That's actually one of the ones I pulled aside as a standout in case you didn't have any ready with that Wolverine.
Okay, great. Parallels for this. There are no parallel for this until you get to numbered cards. So even the rainbows that in the base set were 1 in 6 packs, here the rainbows are serial number to 63, canvas to 12, back to that, Avengers first year, and 12 for the miniseries. And then there are auto parallels, but not every card has an auto. The autos were sticker autos for creators, so either writer or artist on the specific issue that they were referencing. Some of them don't line up with people that they would have had autos for, so those don't have cards for that. The two level of EPAC combines are very similar. Printing plate on EPAC were also achievements, but they were an easier achievement to get. And for each one, you would get, if you completed the achievement, you just got one plate, not the full set for the card. So it would spread out and allow more people to be able to get into that. I have some good statistics when we get to EPAC achievements at the end about what has been pulled and what's still available. This was, again, the different parallels for that. The only one I have there that's not a real scan is the canvas 12. Again, anyone who knows me knows that was just too rare for me to chase down. I just, 12s are out of my reach. I would never complete a set. I feel like if I was trying to chase down stuff like that was that rare. They look good.
It would be painful.
I've seen them. They look good, but just not mine for this one. And the auto on this one, this specific card I chose, that's Brian Michael Bendis, the writer on that book there. The basic inserts. So basic's not a bad word here, but these are kind of like your first tier of inserts. All three of them really come out at about the same distribution, because even though the first two sets, Cosmic History and comic covers, are 1 in 5 packs, Story of Hope Summers is 1 in 10 packs. Well, Cosmic History and comic covers are double the size. There's 18 cards in that, where there's only 9 of the Story of Hope Summers. They had a single level EPAC combine, the only parallel to it. So I took examples here. The top ones in full color are your base set, or your base versions, I should say. And the others are your 10 card combines to make a black and white. They do not combine again into Gold Arum.
They don't, but they are. I'm obsessed with these sets. They're beautiful. They have an absolute rainbow finish on these that you cannot tell from the scans.
Yes, and I have full sets to look through here, so we will be able to highlight that, because it is not just a flat black and white card. It's
not, and these are still affordable for anyone who hasn't gotten these yet. This is still very doable.
Billy's trying to tempt me into the /12s. No, I'll tell you what. Upper Deck are the sets that it's possible for, because enough of it gets available on EPAC that you can make trades.
Wait, can we stop and say hello to Ray Lago again? We're going to do that every time he pops in, because he is a legend, and I'm a huge fangirl. So.
Always bring up the talent. They're the only reason we're enjoying this stuff is because we like looking at it.
He keeps posting these Vampirella cover sketches on his Facebook, and they're killing me. They're so beautiful.
That's pretty great.
Yeah, okay.
Plates, because Amanda always cares about plates, we're pack inserted for these. So you could pull them out of EPAC or out of hobby boxes.
Oh, I didn't know those were pack inserted.
Those are pack inserted. Those you did not need an achievement for. So I hit one of the ones that we had up there with the Stepford Cuckoos, and it just looks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's really cool for that. Collision Event Lenticulars. So this is a lenticular card, 2 different images that flip back and forth. And there are 2 versions of this set. The 36 card version is battles. And so there's like Wolverine versus Spider-Man. I'm guessing at names because I can't remember who's exactly against who, but it's always one X-Men versus one Avenger. And then on the back of the card, it'll tell you what happened during the battle. You will see characters also repeat inside this. Magic is on several cards. Wolverine's on several cards, because they had several different mini skirmishes during the entire thing. But the collision event was talking about their battle. And then the harder to find AX Babies is only 18 cards. They were 1 in 43 packs, as opposed to the other one being 1 in 10 packs. But they are a character, and their version at the time, plus their Scotty Young version. Scotty Young did a special story in this Avengers babies versus X baby, A babies versus X babies, I think is exactly what it's called. I'm gonna cheat. I have it right in front of me. And all those A babies versus X babies that came out in 2012. It's a one shot, and it was a really fun. It was following the same kind of thought process, but it was all baby versions of them dueling. Everyone loves Scotty Young's baby version.
I feel like Upper Deck he was an achievement autograph in like 2016 annual with his X babies, if I'm remembering correctly. It was 2016 or 2017?
2017. And you are 100% right. He was the Civil War II achievement, and there was an autograph card for that. That card is way underappreciated because it's not well known. 2017 was still early days for EPAC and people chasing it. I didn't even get into EPAC for a year or two after that, and had to go backwards and find that because that was an amazing card. Next one, Turning Point holograms. As Derp had brought up earlier, there's an 8-card hologram set. They are under the classic version of holograms that were produced like 90s style. They have that feel about how they were done. The technology's there. I know we've heard from Upper Deck several times that it's tough and to be able to keep the to be able to produce these nowadays just because of what they do. But we got lucky and got an 8-card set in here that were rarer, one in 189 packs. So I think that made them just a little bit over a case hit.
Yeah, I think I only have one.
I think it was 12 boxes, 12 packs, so 144 in just one case.
There was a cute magic, so I had to grab that one.
I think he's come out right to about two in every three cases. So there's 8 of them. They look good. They're really nice for that. We're into the rarer stuff now. Same distribution here about To Save the Earth and Protectors of Utopia. So it's a 5-card X-Men set, a 10-card Avengers set, 1 in 189 packs. These are textured. They have a raised condition to them that is really, really cool. And it's a blast to kind of see. They really do stick out and feel like a bigger hit, like they mean something more for that. And then because there's only 5 X-Men, there's actually a kind of a parallel. It's Cosmic Power parallel. So each one of the characters had their version after they had received the Phoenix Force. But these are serial numbered to only 12. So you want to talk about a real hunt, a real chase. There's 5 of these cards that were serial numbered to 12.
But I like it, at least instead of just the numbering, the parallel numbering, I love it when we get additional new art as a parallel or as a chase. And these, like you mentioned, these are so beautiful in hand. Like this is another one of those. It's so tough. Like the flames are, well, you'll see. We'll see them.
Yeah, they look so good. This I'm still not even done with. So this is a 9-card puzzle for Jean Grey as Dark Phoenix. Us comic fans know the art from Phoenix Endsong, and it's to get one of the pieces, 1 in 752 packs. And because I have a calculator on the computer here, right? 752 by a case. That's 1 in a little over 5 cases.
Yeah, every time I see one of these, I'm like, I'm priced out on getting the other 8.
I'm at the point in time where I need to start biting the bullet and just picking up the pieces. I think I have 3 or 4. We'll see when I open up my box. I mean, I bought a lot of this set. I really got X-Men in the title. It's going to be for me. Spectromatic History. 20-card set, and every one of them is serial numbered. Different coloring for different serial print runs, and you can see there with purple all the way to the greens. Obviously, a lot of those kind of match up. Oh, except I misspelled red and called it reg, but that's red at 150. There's some of the stuff you probably shouldn't type out at 2 a.m. in the morning. You know, like just
No one even would have noticed if you hadn't said anything.
bull. Somebody would have called me on it.
You would have caught it. That's it. That's
somebody
it. Jonathan, that's it.
But these have you can kind of see how that foiling behind Rogue has kind of got like a crosshatch kind of pattern into it, and all this like streaking. They stand out. They pop when you pull one in a pack.
Yeah, that's the foil. Even the silver part, that's the foil. That's not just art like hashing. That's the foil.
That was the material they used. It's really good looking. Then sketch cards. So sketch cards were pack inserted, 1 in 232 packs. 87 different artists on the checklist. You could find single card, 2-piece, 5-piece, or 6-piece puzzles.
Billy's going to give us reg as a parallel now.
You know what? That's fine. I want 1 pack in compensation. I've got this on video. They were also available as an achievement 6-piece puzzle. So if you completed the first 3 tiers of Spectromatic history, which were the purple, I'll go back 1 slide here. It was the purple of 250, the orange to, not all 250. Orange, it's 350, 250, 150 were those there. Then you could turn around and on EPAC, if you completed all of those, you could turn them in and you would get 3 different 3-piece puzzles. This one here that I have,
wow.
This is a Chris Foreman, and this right here was one of the ones I pulled. I still have it on my EPAC.
I thought that was the comic clipping initially. I was like, what?
No, I actually got really good with it because I have a Joe Rubenstein. I have this. And I have one other that the Rubenstein doesn't really even look like 6 panels because I think it's just Wolverine versus Hulk kind of staring at each other. It's really cool. But the 6 panels, this drove the EPAC pricing for a while of the Spectromatics through the roof.
I would imagine that it did.
Yeah, you got such a big reward at the end of this that it was a huge deal to chase them down. So the ones that were serial numbered to 150 went for huge premium. A couple of the big ones, Spider-Man, Wolverine, could sell for $200. Wow. Now that the achievements closed, all of them have been redeemed. It's much cheaper now to be able to get those.
Leo soon, possibly tomorrow.
Ooh, whatnot? Yeah. Everybody wants to see the Gray Gamer just slinging cards.
We're getting there. We're getting closer.
Head-to-head comic clippings. This is really interesting. If Billy's there, I'm not picking on you, Billy, but I saw something on these cards that looked like probably it was going to happen, but it just didn't get there. It's a 72 card set, 1 in 304 packs, and every one of them's autographed. You'll notice that it's 2 clippings embedded into the card, and they are all headshots. Everything, again, head to head. They were staying thematic with the entire part there. But in between the autograph and the upper deck, and I'll pull it out on one of mine that we can take a look. There's a spot there on the card that's printed that looks like it was supposed to be serial numbered. So for whatever reason, these didn't get that. It looks like it was part of production, but just did not happen to do that. Because of that, because they are not serial numbered, they actually have stayed pretty modest in price. The combo of comic cuts without serial numbers plus creator autos make the market not crazy is really what that is compared to what I'm going to get to in these next slides with other clippings. But I'm working on a full set of this. I probably have a little over half.
72 is a lot.
72 is a lot to find, and again,
yeah.
at 1 in 304 packs, it's a lot. It's a lot going on out there. There are 2 other types of clippings available, and these are booklets. First one is 15 different cards. They're called Clash panels, serial numbered to 25.
We love a snarky Leo.
Billy's bringing up the fun information being spread around by people who are are new to the hobby about all comic cuts being 1-to-1s. They're definitely, all comic cuts are not created equal. You definitely, so as an example here, the panel that I have still on EPAC that I have of this one here is from Rogue's first appearance, Avengers number 10, annual number 10. But you'll see both cuts are really kind of focused on vision. So for someone who is chasing Rogue's first appearance, if they had cuts, if they found a different one of these panels that has cuts with Rogue on them, they would probably desire that more than ones with vision. It's still a great thing. It's a lot of fun, but you know, like that's where comic panels really get it. You know, you start making judgment call about how well was the art selected, how relevant it is to which card it's being used there. Why isn't this set all in chromium? I don't know. Standards? That we can go with that one, right?
Billy, if it was, we wouldn't have been able to get a hold of it to review it.
Chromium are terrible to scan, so you know I'm not the biggest fan in the world. I like scanning my cards. The next level up were Allegiance booklets. There were only
I don't think I've seen these.
10 of these, serial number to 10 with 5 panels and an auto. Yeah, I did not pull one of these. I absolutely borrowed a screenshot from what's available on EPAC right now publicly. But this style has been used in a couple different sets recently. Beginnings had them. And I know I think that this was also repeated in the other Allegiance sets. But you're getting a lot of panels that are high focus and plus a creator autograph. These have a bigger chase and desire because not only that, but the serial number to 10.
Those look really nice. Damn it, Billy.
Hey, you know, I like this world's not done. It's just going to have the word DC on it, right?
Oh, even better.
Now I wanted to talk, and I realized one of the things on one of our past shows we just didn't really kind of highlight well enough was EPAC achievements. There's a huge difference. If you're not completely familiar, Upper Deck EPAC is a platform which they will turn around and sell cards. It is really good for having high availability for people to be able to collect, and it is really good for you being able to create a trade environment, chase down the things that you're looking at. You know, you get a hit, but it's not your hit, you know, like finding the right person. I'm a real big fan of the EPAC environment and what it establishes for collectors. What Upper Deck adds on top of that is that if you turn around and complete achievements, certain things. One of them was complete the rainbow set. So you needed to have, of those 1 in 6 packs, you need to have all 90 cards, and they had to be all, you know, 1 to 90. You had to have the complete sets. You had to do some trading. You had to open up some packs and do those. So you would open up and you would get one of these style achievements. The achievements for this started off with round 0 to 11. Each one of them had a different thing that you would accomplish, and you would get that. The one I'm showcasing here is round 10, which is one of the hardest ones because it's also the top 2, 10 and 11, were autographed and serial numbered. The others were not, although there was a little bit of limit to some of them. So you could tell that some of them would be harder to chase because they took more effort. You know, the card hits were less, things like that. This one was numbered to 100, and round 11 was numbered to 25. Now, I put some extra information out there that serial number to, I should have said 100, not 99 on that. They only 57 of these have been redeemed to date. So some of them have not been redeemed, and we expect that the way EPAC works, not all of them will ever get out into the wild. You can still go to EPAC today and do the work and collect all of it and unlock achievements. It is still live. It's just you won't be buying cards anymore. You'll be trading for them. They also had 2 different printing plates there. We've mentioned them before. The Chapters printing plate, if you collected round 1 to 3, you would unlock round 4. And then if you used your round 4 one and redeemed it, you would get a plate. There was a total of 351 of those plates available. And so far, 213 of them have been redeemed. So there's still more to be had there. But that next level up, that printing plate base set, you needed to complete 5 through 8, which I was trying to remember. I think that was the one that was one of the hardest ones. Was the Red Rainbow set that you needed to complete inside that. You would then get the round 9 card. The round 9 could be redeemed, and you would get a plate set. But all 90 of those plate sets have been redeemed. So you can complete for the round cards, but you will not get a plate set because they've all been awarded. And I had 2 examples here. This is what the chapters card looked like on the left-hand side. So you'd get one of those randomly for the chapters. And on the right-hand side, that was if you redeemed for the plate set from the base. So we wanted to spend a little bit more time highlighting the e-pack because it is really kind of a cool feature of the of how you can collect, and it gives you an extra level about chasing that type of stuff out.
Yeah, it really, like for this set, I e-pack almost gave it like a whole like second life.
It did. It was really chasing into those, especially those the 6 panels. Brought a lot of attention to the set. And then people then started seeing the Psylocke card.
Yeah, or even for people like me who aren't as, I don't want to call you psychotic, aren't as thorough and completist, like just putting the the gold base together, the black and white base together, it just added another level to this that was not just chasing for the sake of chasing. They're beautiful cards.
Billy's got more shots. Don't forget, Billy, that also the higher prices also apply to retailers. Retailers are offered maybe from other companies, not our friends at Upper Deck, offered out, say, 1 case at a time, and then would turn around and come back and be offered more.
All right, James is self-identifying as psychotic. James, you are also just a completist, much like Keith.
Yeah. Well, I brought a lot. I brought my binders.
I'm excited.
I don't have a box to open because I've sold out currently. I actually have considered restocking this product from distribution. There is still a little bit of it available. But it's, like, I don't know how big the chase is out there, with some of the e-pack stuff gone. But since I'm not going to be able to just straight up, like we can experience a new box, I figured, well, let's experience a collection. And I've got some fun pieces in here to also bring up that aren't really, really well known, but I want to put it on people's radar while it's still cheap. So this here, Amanda, is a promo card.
I didn't know this set had promo cards.
There is a promo card. I can get a little focus here. It's not. Maybe it's my binder. Maybe it hates that.
From when did this promo card come?
Well, it says at the bottom, non-sport update.
Oh, Billy, yes. Just in case you weren't clear, people do still use binders and thusly still enjoy card sets that come divisible by 9.
Well, and I'll also say that I just received a message this morning from GameGenic about them carrying Magic the Gathering Spider-Man play material, including binders. And I'm going to be pretty happy about picking that up for my Magic the Gathering set.
Oh, that's exciting.
So,
okay, Billy, we're not talking to you right now. You just nuked my whole argument.
You have different ways to collect, Billy. I have both examples here in my binders of 12 and 9, by the way. So this is still available on eBay. This Allegiance promo card. You don't see these. You don't see promo cards distributed like this. We like promo cards, Billy. We really appreciate this type of thing. But this was you could still pick these up. I think I picked mine up for $10. It's not crazy. It's not extreme. But then I was going to show, when I do a whole bunch of parallels, how do I collect? And this is going to be really tough to fit in frame, but I think I can play around here and zoom out. So
this is like looking at Dexter's box of slides.
Oh man, you don't know how much that man is my hero. What we get here is this is the base set and all this, going from base card to rainbow, to red rainbow, to blue rainbow. Now into the serial numbers. The green. I can't remember this. It's orange power, I remember. It's purple cosmic. It's green reality. That's what it is.
Yeah, green reality.
And then that's the X-Men, blue and yellow. But I set up my binder so that I can kind of see that. If, depending on how many there are, will depend on the size of the binder I'll use. You know, like this one fits pretty well for that. The gold and black and white don't fit into this, so they end up in their own section inside the binder. But this is my chase. This is my what we're going on. And I think my green and my orange are complete now. All of my rainbows. I think
So that Juggernaut card is unintentionally my favorite Spider-Man card in the set.
Well, let's pull out, just for the fun of evaluating. We were raving about the foiling, right?
Yeah.
I think this green has been reused now on annual.
Yeah.
It's the green that they used on the 499s. It's something also about this that even the different colors of the foil, like I said, you can see now how orange the orange really is. But the patterning in the background of the foils are also different.
Mm-hmm.
All serial numbers are on the back. My camera is not going to focus today. It hates me.
There's a lot going on.
It's confused.
All right, wait. Let's see that purple Psylocke.
Ooh, I don't know which ones I've got on Psylocke. Is she card number like 35, I think?
Oh, Derp also mentioned the Moon Knight. The Moon Knight's really... Oh, there he is. The Moon Knight's really nice.
We'll pull out a red rainbow for Moon Knight. There you go.
I really like that card.
I will agree. Watch. Oh, there's our Psylocke. So yeah, I don't have purple and I don't have X-Men on Psylocke. By far and away.
Just the rainbow, though, is really pretty.
Yeah. That's what I went right to. Rainbow have that foiling to them.
And that's not EPAC exclusive.
Nope, this was just the pack rainbow. So, and then let's pull out one of those X-Men because we talked about how great that yellow and blue is.
Do you have to pick that one?
Randomly on the screen. You're the one called out for Psylocke. You get what you get.
Ugh. Can't have your Psylocks without your Hawkeyes.
Oh, well, for Derp called it earlier.
Dang it.
It's a Flight Suit Wolverine, right?
Yeah, I like that one. It's cool. It's different.
He was out shopping with Cannonball. Got to that. I have here, and I saved it. I put these up in the store.
I was like, wait a minute. What is that fancy QR code on the front of that box?
Oh, so this is how, here at the store, if you're shopping in the case, this is how I display sets. So you would get a price tag, you get a QR code that would take you to the item on the website, because then you could see the whole, you get to see more than just the front card. Plus you also get to see the full checklist. And then I have my barcode up there explaining exactly what the set is.
Wow.
But this is how it goes in the case, so that I can try to present the most amount of information. and I wanted to. I was going to put this link in the chat.
Wow! Congrats on having all 4 of those plates. That's amazing. And they're for X-Man. I was thinking it was Cable for a second. I was like, oh, don't tell him.
I would be okay. Again, I like Cable. I won't chase plates. I just got notification from ComC that they shipped my stuff. We're having the show just 1 week early, I guess, because I shipped home a whole bunch of plates, and I have the plate set coming home. The one I got when I completed was this one.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, I know. It's got to be Spider-Man.
Can you go back to the Magneto? I love the Rogue and the Magneto in this also. I don't think we touched on are beautiful.
I kind of wanted to flip the whole set this way. This is Gold Arum. This is a complete Gold Arum set.
I know, and I feel like I'm outing myself as a mega nerd, but I really love seeing the Upper Deck logo in different colors foil, and the black on this one.
It's really sharp. The shiny black.
I love that Magneto.
There are so many choices. The base set cards are mostly focused upon. Most of them are cover art, so you're going to present pretty well when it's cover art over panels. Although even this panel of MODOK, the angry little head.
Yeah, and we already mentioned it, but this gold set is still really affordable.
There's only really 2 cards in it that have spiked. There's limited supply out there of Psylocke. The price on that one is pretty tough, but I think there's some people hoarding. They planned it. They knew which one to go chase. They did all their combines. But the entire set is just gorgeous for that. And then I also have, I just put them out. We mentioned the combine on the.
I love these so much.
On the inserts.
29 Cable plates. Oh my god. They did such a nice job on these. I love this. I love this look. The black and white with the foil.
Again, really something tough to capture in a scan. You have to see the cards to see kind of the rainbow patterning. And this one here.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say the whole set is about Phoenix through the years, different people's experience in meeting, possessing, battling.
And I think there's a Silvestri in this. They're all good. I love every single card from this.
I recognize Bacalo, Land. Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about. That one.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they gave this treatment to the 3 of the insert.
Yeah. All 3 inserts. The only one that's pricey right now, there's really limited supply on this one, the Cosmic Journey. The others are very affordable.
That makes sense. There's a lot of iconic Jean art in that.
And there's going to pull out a couple of the lenticulars. So again, these were like battle cards. So this was Luke Cage versus Namor, right? And then on the back would tell you what happened with the fight and who the winner was at the time. This one was a draw.
Can we modify that and make it Ian Taylor versus Namor somehow?
Ooh, insider jokes. Iron Man, Emma. Capsite.
And this is a set I didn't pay super close attention to this initially, and when I was doing my spreadsheet that I don't talk about because I don't want everyone to know that I'm that level of nerd. It was confusing to me initially because there is I think like you said, Magic fights somebody twice, and I thought I was goofing the numbers.
Like this back to back, I got Wolverine on both of these here. Yeah, there is one that is a round 2 fight in there. I know which one you're talking about. That's the same front on the card. But it's a round 2 fight. I have a set of those to put up, and then these were the AVX babies. So you'll see how.
Oh, okay. So you get like the regular and then the baby.
Mm-hmm. Captain America going goof.
Packet would hate that. No smiling cap for him.
Super angry Cyclops. Yeah, so these are a lot of fun. And at 1 in 3 boxes ish, 4 boxes ish, they took a little bit of work to put together. And then I wanted to bring out, we're talking about the Protectors of Utopia, right?
Yeah, those look really nice.
So it's.
And they're embossed too, right?
What's that?
They're I gotta grab mine. Yeah, there's like an embossing as well.
Yes. Fully textured, even pushed around the back. You can kind of see that.
Yeah, really good job.
So if that was that, then turning points are back here. Let's see how I can stay out of the reflection.
Yeah, those are very 90s style. I like that.
Classic holograms. Had 2 extras before my shipment shows up. I'm stocking the store with my excess from EPAC. What else have we? That's just regular chapters. I don't know if I have any black and whites right now. I think that those are all in the shipment. I did brought these home earlier. So some of the, these are that other round.
Okay, so these are the achievements.
The achievements. They were all the cover art from Avengers versus X-Men. A nice foiling treatment on them. So yeah, all the main cover arts. There were a lot of variants for this. But.
Oh, for the comics, you mean?
Yeah, for the comics.
That's
but they just went with the main, I think almost all of it's Steve McNiven art. No, it was a rotation. Sorry, because of the way that this came out. It was Steve McNiven. That's Jim Chung on that. I think that one's Chung.
We got some dupes happening here.
So this was, well, the reason for this I'm pulling out is the stock I have to add to the website is singles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my stuff is all the bindered. And then I was going to bring up where we were saying, hey, what about 9 pocket? Something that designs up nicely for 9.
Okay, so look, you've got 3 of them.
Hit 3.
That's really pretty.
9 look amazing. That's what it gets to.
That's well, I'll be rooting for you. I'm sure there's going to be attacks on the boob card.
Well, you'll notice I have what are probably cheap ones because I've got a shoulder, a hip, a almost background signature kind of thing. So not a lot there. But then, like for stuff like this, where it fits better, I'll put the base card and the combine next to each other. I'll give you a really good when you want to flip your binder and remember your set.
Yeah, that looks cool.
I went pretty tough on this, and then this was so the black and whites on the base cards don't have the rainbow foiling, but they do have gold.
They do. It really stands out.
So since these don't fit 8 across, like that. And then my other binders, you find the ones with autographs and with comic cuts.
So I think I only have one. I think I have one of the out of 100 autos.
Oh, for the achievement?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so my Spectromatics, these are the 4 I'm collecting. 350, 250, 150, and 75.
Okay.
I'm only missing the 10s, the greens, but that also saves me a lot of money.
Yeah.
So I would have had to complete the purple, orange, red to get those achievements, so I did. And then I was gonna, like I said, I was gonna show this off on design style. So for the auto and cut, let me see if I can catch it in the light.
Oh, it has the square.
Yeah, all of them have the square. Like serial numbers might have been in the plans.
Oh, interesting.
But didn't happen. What's kind of interesting is we know for the most part with Upper Deck they don't, if they this book that they cut up AVX 0 here, they don't cut up multiple copies, so you could almost try to go through the book and count how many heads are possible to try to get to a print run.
Keith's doing a head count.
But I will tell you this. Let me find my one in here that throws that off a little bit. It's right up here. That Spider-Man head.
That's a little bit shady.
So that's the marketing page in the book.
See, that's what, Billy says that they always try to do something to throw off being able to figure out the print run.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I have the auto on the left. So what's the one you have that's on the right?
This was the serial number to 25.
Oh, I definitely don't have that.
This was the one you had to complete everything to get to. I'm sorry, serial number to 50.
I like that it's in black.
Why did I think it was 25? It's 50. Yeah, I completed that. And then the one last part we probably haven't seen is one of the chapters autos. So my whole set fits into 4. This is chapters as I collect it, which is base, the rainbow to 63, the black and white, and the gold arm. And then the autographs are at the end because not everything has an autograph.
Oh,
so
okay.
I have them just kind of in order as to what would be missing.
Oh, let me see the Spider-Woman.
Where am I? Spider-Woman. Oh.
That one's really pretty. Those are cool.
Not numbered again. So, but Bendis is auto on that one. No, he scribbled that one. Some of his other Bendis are a lot cleaner.
Yeah, I feel like he must have had to do a lot of those.
I mean, there were a lot of sheets out there. But you've got John Romita Jr., you've got Bendis. I was hoping for Jimmy Chung's in here, but he's one of my favorite. Jason Aaron's all over here. I really like that one. Steve Englehart. And then my protectors. I do not have the 12s.
Can you show one of those up close?
The protectors? Or which one?
The To Save the Earth.
Oh, okay. Because the pattern's a little bit different.
Yeah, those are. I thought these were just flat and boring until Eugene sent his home and showed us the Spider-Man, and then realized, oh my God, these are beautiful.
No, they're really, really nice. So that's the set. That's the scroll.
It's a lot. It's if you're gonna master set collect that, there's a lot going on. But the plus side is it's all still very doable and affordable. Uh-oh, I can't hear you. We lost you. We lost your sound. You turned off your card cam. You got to bring your card cam.
Oh, yeah, my audio's there. I gotta hide that. I was trying to be all clever, like. They're completely available. I mean, you can buy boxes of this for hobby boxes. There are no blasters. They're available. There's plenty of singles out there. I'm listing all the singles, all the that stuff. Currently, right now on my website, I have the sets, and then I know you have singles for this, especially Gold Arm.
Singles, and then I have some at PSA.
Okay. So there's a lot to chase down this. If anybody's interested and you don't see it available from one of us right away, message. We can always go through our stuff and see what we've got. Like I said, the for the Gold Arm, the Psylocke is expensive, and one of the others was hanging around. One of the other, was it Rogue or something like that? I don't know. It was
probably Rogue, if I had to guess.
It was something like that, but
because those two really had really nice like standalone art.
I know I have full sets that I think I put them on the website at $300.
Oh, okay.
So
I mean, when you think about a lot of with these sets, with these e-pack sets, that you don't have to go through the trading, you don't have to go through the buying, any of that. You just scoop it up.
And I ship faster than ComC.
They are getting better, but it's still.
No, actually, they're doing pretty well right now. I'm getting a shipment a week right now, and so it's going pretty solid. But yeah, that's set and focus for this Wednesday. We would tease you with something else, but we're not that prepared.
Yeah. So maybe someday we will be, but I don't know. But if you guys have any sets that you want us to, we have gotten some folks have sent over some recommendations, so we'll be looking at those.
As long as we can turn around and prepare all the material up, we'll get it there. If not, then it just falls a little bit further for us to do the research.
Yeah, or it gives us an excuse to get into something.
Yeah, definitely out there. Well, thank you one and all for joining us, and we will be back with you next Wednesday.
Yep. Thanks, everybody.